Good morning, everyone. I am in my bedroom closet today because, oh, you're very tall. How'd you get so tall?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a ladder. I'm in my bedroom closet today because my bedroom closet is the only access point that we have to our attic. It's right there up in the roof parts. And when we were having our air conditioning fixed, the guys that were working on it were like, you know, you've got a big attic space up there, right? And we didn't really know that. I think I looked up there once, just kind of peeked at it. It doesn't have a floor on it, so I didn't think much of it, but they brought up a really good point. I could put a floor in up there and we could use it as storage, and it would clear up space in the garage, which would make it better for us to like hang out in the garage and for me to build guitars out there a little easier.
And for us to play out there and it to be...
We are not gonna play up there. That's not what it is.
No, I meant like in the garage.
Oh yeah, we could play in the garage. We're not gonna play up in the attic, but we are going to fix up our attic and make it functional so that we can put things up there, store things up there. So let's check it out. It's dark up here. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. It's a lot of insulation and scrap wood. I'm gonna have to take all the scrap wood out, but there's a lot of insulation, and basically what I'm gonna be doing is putting strips of board across here, kind of like these boards here, so that we have something to walk on. I'm gonna take these boards out and replace them with some nice plywood, but I need to make some measurements first. So the other thing is, I didn't realize this before, but on the other side of this, it keeps going back for a really long time. So that area back there might be a really good spot for storage as well. So we've got all of this space, minus all the silver stuff. I'm not gonna be able to floor where the silver stuff is. And then all this space back here is a lot. Kind of hard to see back there, but there is a ton of space back there. At first I thought I was gonna have to measure how long each support was away from each other so that I could get strips that fit in there, but I think I'm gonna go long way across those. So really the largest strip of plywood that I should get is the opening of this so I can get it up there, which is about 28 inches. So each strip of plywood has to be cut down to a maximum of 28 inches. So a piece of plywood comes like this, and it's usually 8 feet by 4 feet. So this would be 48 inches by 96 inches. And for those of you in any other country than America, it's some meters and centimeters amounts. I don't know those because I grew up here. Sorry. Right now I'm trying to figure out if I should cut it down the middle like this and have two 24-inch strips, or if I should cut it the short way like this and have four 24-inch strips that are shorter, that are 4 feet. So the difference is having a long 8-foot piece or panels that are 4 feet by 2 feet. I feel like the place where I'm getting the wood would be able to cut the wood into the 2 strips very easily. The 4 strips, I'm not sure if they would do that. I also think the 2 longer strips might be a little more stable and sturdy up there, whereas the smaller panels might not be as sturdy, I'm not sure. But the 4-foot panels would be a lot easier for me individually to carry up there because I'm not really gonna have someone to help me, I don't think. At least with the heavy lifting part, I'll have some kids that'll help nail things down. But getting the wood up there, it's all gonna be on me. And so I think the smaller panels is the way to go. But I'm gonna need to make a phone call and see if they can cut them into these strips for me, or if that's just a pipe dream that I have. All right, we are actually up here now in the attic. So we've got Parker here and we've got Jacob.
Hi.
Oh, you've got your safety goggles on. That's a good idea. Where's my safety goggles?
And knee pads too.
And knee pads?
Yep.
Jacob's just like totally prepared. Parker and I are just coming up here. We got some hard-toed shoes on, but that's pretty much it. So we're gonna unscrew all of these boards that were put in here just by like 1 screw or 2 screws by the guys who did our air conditioning. And you can see the air conditioning, all the work they did right there. So we're gonna unscrew these, and then we're gonna start bringing boards up here one at a time and building our way back and into here so we have space, this space here is super cool. I would love to turn this into like a little room or something, but it's just not, it's not in the cards.
You need a fan up here.
You need a fan up here. It is really hot. We're gonna have to take frequent water breaks, okay guys?
Yes.
Including right now.
Including right now, we just got up here. They cannot handle the sauna that is our attic. Thank you. You got it? All right, so this is the new wood that we're putting in. And as you can see, it kind of goes over the edge here a little bit. It's even over on that side, but it goes over the edge on this side. And what I'm gonna do is cut some boards right here. That's 93.5 inches, I know, because I measured. And that way, one board will be on half of this, and the other board, the next board, will also be on half of this, making it way more stable. If I put another board here, it would have from that beam there to here, where if you stepped on it, there wouldn't be anything supporting it and your foot would go right through.
Jacob, you want to see something?
All right, so I have started to nail down this board. I've just done this side right here. And now what I'm gonna do is go through and draw lines anywhere a beam is going to be. So if there is a beam under the board, I'm gonna draw where that beam is so that the boys know where they are cool to put a nail in. And then that way we're sure the nails are actually doing something as opposed to just piercing through the insulation. All right, so now we know as long as we nail within these two lines, here and all the way down, we're nailing into some wood.
Yep.
Which is what we want to be nailing into. Glad we're wearing eye protection. That's why you always have your safety goggles on, people. You're just hammering something, you're not sawing anything, doesn't matter. You wear your safety protection.
This is my first nail. Need a little bit of practice. But
Oh wow.
I should have.
We'll just call that a metal worm. All right, one thing I'm noticing the boys doing is they're hitting the nail at an angle like this. And what happens there is that the nail tends to tip and then it kind of squiggles and becomes like a worm. You want to hit it as flat on as you possibly can. Really concentrate on getting it flat. And when you hit it, the handle should be level with the ground.
No!
It's okay, it's okay. It takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. So this is the progress we've made today. Maybe like 12 by 8 space, 12 feet by 8 feet done. This is turning out to be a big job. It's a lot for one adult and two little boys to be working on, but the boys are doing really well. They're learning how to swing a hammer, which I think is an important trait to learn. Bailey was saying that she wanted to help out tomorrow, so maybe she'll come up here and help us out tomorrow. She had a bunch of stuff to do today, including she had casting over Zoom for her Aladdin Junior show, which she's working on. So the boys each took a little break and did that. We've only been up here the afternoon working on this, and I don't know, I think with a full day we might get a little bit more done. There is some stuff that I'm a little concerned about, and I'll show you that right now. So far this area has been relatively flat, but you can see that there's a cord running across there. That's the electrical to our house. And so I put it over the wire because I didn't want to nail it down in case there were any problems. I also didn't want to cut out notches in the wood that's supporting the roof of our house to put the electrical wire through. That was one thought that I had to even everything out. I don't think I'm gonna go that route at all. Stuff like that is more frequent as you get further into the attic. So all of this ducting, I'm not gonna mess with that at all. This area over here is really interesting to me. Let me turn the light so you can see it. That's really interesting to me. There's a lot of space there, a lot of stuff that you could do with it. However, as you can see, you've got more of these cables running through here, and I think they all have to go over whatever we put down on the ground. But I'm also seeing stuff like this where it's stapled into the actual wood. And if it's stapled into the wood, I don't feel like I can unstaple it. So this area here where there's a lot more cableage, I don't know if, and it's stapled over there, and there's 2 more lines running across here. I don't know what the best thing to do is here. One thought that I had is to do like what they did here and put boards across here until it reaches one of these cables, and then cut the board and then start a new board on the other side of the cable and just use that to support it. So there'll be a little step up here. There's got to be one anyway because of these beams, but maybe that's how I handle this area here. I'm a little stumped. What do you guys think I should do with that side? To me, the best option is to take 2x4s and slice them so that they fit over there and raise up the platform a little bit. I don't know. This is all new to me. I'm kind of guessing as I go here, and hopefully I don't ruin my house. I don't think I will. I think I'm improving the house, definitely improving the storage. Even just this, like having this space here is really great. And we can put like any sort of memory boxes that we have, or even some holiday stuff that we don't access any more than one time a year, we could put up here, and then that would alleviate a lot of the storage space that we have going on in our garage, and I think it'd be really good. In California, we don't have basements. It's just not a thing. I don't know if Northern California, or as you go further away from the coast, if that becomes a thing, but for us, there are no basements, which is really kind of a shame. Every time I go to the Midwest and visit somebody and go down into their basement, I'm like, what? I could do so much cool stuff with this. Like, there's so much opportunity here with a basement. But in California, we don't really have it. And this is my first time having an attic, and I'm excited about that as well. I'm thinking we're gonna have a good thing here soon, but I am problem solving as I go and guiding 2 little kids in how to do this, when honestly, I personally don't even know how to do it. So don't tell them though, they think I'm a genius. So anyway, a little bit of progress and a lot more to go.